Hey y'all, thanks for joining me tonight. Welcome to the Unique Truth Show with Charjay. Tonight we are talking about mental health, but first, I want to acknowledge the passing of civil rights activist Dexter King, the youngest son of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And I want to say I spoke with Yolanda King some years ago, and we talked about how they were thrust into the life that they had following in their father's footsteps. And, I told her, y'all didn't ask to be the black people representative, but that's what was handed to you. And I believe in my heart that they all took on this job that their father left to them, and they did a great job with it. So Dexter King has passed away. He was 62. He was 7 days shy of his 63rd birthday. So I just wanted to say that. I felt that that needed to be acknowledged. So January is Mental Health Month. And I can see why the first of the year would be such a hard time. You're trying to keep it together in a mentally challenging world, which is hard, not just in January, but more so in January. Because the first of the year, you're broke, you're coming off of the holidays, you overspent for Christmas, and those bills have come due because you probably charged all that stuff. And these things can start to weigh on you. Inflation is up anyway, so your dollars are not going as far as they used to. It's cold as heck. It gets dark early. And add that to normal everyday shit that could occur. Flat tire, car trouble. A young lady Saturday that was supposed to be meeting us, she for the food delivery ministry that we do, her car broke down as she was picking up the food. And it took her like 2 hours to get that car together. And she was frustrated by the time she got there, but she got there. Normally, these things don't bother you, but sometimes these things can get to you. Your relationship might not be going right. He might be mad because you spent all that money for Christmas. Your job is stressing you out. Your family is stressing you out. Health problems stressing you out. What do you do? How do you keep it together? Mostly everybody I know is facing issues, myself included. And I will admit that some days I don't want to keep going, but I do because I have to. I'm on a mission. I have things to do. I must keep going. But some people can't. And even though I can, I need help too sometimes. And some days are not easy. Like yesterday, I got some news that upset me. And I spent most of the day crying and messed up. No, it wasn't life-shattering, nobody died or anything like that, but still, it got to me, and it's nothing, I repeat, nothing to be ashamed of, to admit that you are down or upset, or you're struggling, you need help, you're not doing okay. Sometimes that's just life. Am I okay right now? No, not really, but I will be. I truly believe that I will be. And like I said, I have to keep going. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I must keep going. I have a friend that has those days where she be not good. And she keeps to herself until it passes. She says, I don't want that messed up spirit that I have to jump off on anybody. So sometimes I don't talk to her for 4 or 5 days. A couple of days it passes, she picks herself up, dusts herself off, and she keeps going. And mostly that's what people do. That's how people, cope. So how do you keep yourself together and not let it get worse? Simple little fixes, listening to music, having a drink or whatever you like to do to calm down or come back down. I ain't judging, 420, whatever. Retail therapy. Those are quick fixes when it's just the normal blues. But what happens when it's more than just a blue Monday and you are truly depressed? What do you do? How do you get around that? How do you come back from that? Some people don't. And like I say, these dark, cold days, frigid actually for the last few weeks, it was downright disgustingly cold here. And this time of year can cause a condition called seasonal affective disorder. What is seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, which is funny, the letters the letters of it mean sad, it's a type of depression triggered by change in seasons, usually when fall starts, or early winter before ending. It ends in in the sunnier days of spring. You can also get a mild version of SAD, uh, that they call winter blues or something like that. And it's normal to feel a little down during colder months. You may be you know stuck inside. It gets dark earlier, like I said, and really and truly, you know, sad is it goes beyond that. Full sad goes beyond that. It's a form of depression. Unlike the winter blues, sad affects your daily life, including how you feel, how you think, how you do things. And fortunately, treatment can help you get through this challenging time. Your healthcare provider may refer to seasonal affective disorder as seasonal depression. And that's where the lack of daylight and sunshine brings people down and messes with their moods and makes people sad. This is really a mental health condition, which is so bad in some people that they commit suicide. And this is in people who are of normal mental health. And usually the lack of sunshine can change your mood. Something so simple as the lack of sunshine. This is something that they just started talking about like in the last 20 years or so. And before that, they didn't know what this was. And I just can't believe that. Well, I know it's a vitamin D deficiency, but by it being dark or getting darker earlier, the lack of sunshine, being stuck in the house, these are the things that can bring you to a depression that is so bad that you think about killing yourself, or like I said, some people have killed themselves. Some causes of SAD are, like I said, a lack of vitamin D, which we usually get from the sun. And I had a friend, she was working at a camp, and it was surrounded by trees, and she was up there for like 2 months, and she got sick because the sun wasn't coming in fully and penetrating her body. She was outside, but she wasn't getting full sun. When she came out of the woods, where she had been for 2 months, she said she could feel her body soaking up the sun. And although it was summertime, she had a case of seasonal affective disorder. So lack of the sun, vitamin D, brain chemical imbalances, negative thoughts. One thing is to not sit in self-pity and dwell in negativity. Okay? And I know a lot of people that do that. Negativity will bring you down. They say you are what you think. If you think negative, you will be negative. If you think happy, you will be happy. And maybe it's not just that simple, but sometimes it is. Your thought process can bring you down. And that's not good. You need to think different. And maybe you'll be different, okay? Some treatments of SAD are talk therapy. That's where you talk it out in a group, even with people, or with or with other people, like a psychiatrist in a group setting. Talk therapy, you need it, and apparently talking it out helps your brain readjust to a better thought pattern. Light therapy with a special light that simulates sunlight. Okay, spending time outside. And even though it's cold, being outside is still good for you. Laughing, they say laughing is the best medicine that there is. Sometimes, like putting on a comedy record or stream or whatever, listening something like that, that helps you, changes your chemical balance in your brain. Now you're laughing and you're happy. They say it's the best medicine. It can enhance your mood. Also, there's medicine that you can take, antidepressants. So nobody wants to be medicated, but if it helps you, then you have to do what you have to do. And talking about it and not keeping it to yourself is and recognizing that you are having some issues is a good first step, and then talking with your doctor is like the next best thing that you can do. So if you feel that you're having problems, don't just sit there and try to deal with it yourself. Reach out to somebody, and sometimes your friends can help you, but other times that they can't. And if you don't want to talk about it with your friends, talk about it with your doctor. Reach out to some groups and try to find some help that way. They have treatments for seasonal affective disorder, and you should seek them out, because it just amazes me that the lack of sunshine can bring you to mental health issues. And sitting there taking that, if you feel, I mean, there's always I'm just sad, but if you feel that it's worse than that, you should probably seek some help. And there's no shame in seeking help. You should if you need it. There are organizations, there are probably some free places that you could go that you can talk about this. And like I said, reach out to a friend and they may help, and you never know what that person may be going through as well. So don't just sit there and be in that. Help yourself. Help. And if you see somebody that may be going through something like that, you have to listen to what they're saying. If they're saying things like, I can't take this, I'm out of control, shit always happens to me, and it's not their normal conversation, this is what they are repeatedly saying, and you notice a difference in them, you should probably try to talk to them. And people don't want to come at nobody like that, because you don't want them angry at you. However, if they need help and you see this, I think you should say something. I think if you're dealing with a person, if that's your friend or your sister or your loved one or whatever, that if they need help and you see that they need help, you should probably speak up. Don't just let it go, because if you do that and they do something to themselves or someone else, then you're going to feel bad for, if you think you could have stopped it, okay? Sometimes we think we could have, but we probably couldn't have. But if you feel that you could have and something happens, you're going to feel bad, okay? You're watching the Unique Truth Show with Sharjay on Wjzz Cool TV, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X, and other top social media platforms. Like us, follow us, share us, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV. It is the coolest station in the world. If you want to make a comment or, just say hi, give me a call, 313-355-6018, okay? Now, I don't usually talk about celebrities because what they got going on don't affect my bottom line in any way, shape, or form, but it goes with my topic. So last night I watched the TMZ show, a little bit of it, about people stalking celebrities. And really the show was more so about the fact that these celebrities can't get the police to help them keep these people away from them, which I'm sure is a big problem. But the people that are stalking them, these celebrities, they follow these celebrities around. They think they know these people. They think they know these celebrities, and that they have a life with these people. They go to their houses, show up at events where the celebrity is. They tell people, I'm her husband, I'm his wife, or mother, father, or someone close to them. They show up on movie sets and put themselves into these celebrities' lives. And just imagine you're in your house, okay, and some guy just shows up in your kitchen and believing he belongs there. So it's that, because they think that they know you. They think that they are having a life with you. And the stalker really has just suffered a mental breakdown. sane enough to find the person, or maybe that's insane, I don't know, to find the person, to find where they are, to put in the work to locate where these celebrities are, which I think social media is a bad thing if you're going to be telling, I mean, I know you're a celebrity and you have to tell people where you are, but well, you put out where you are. But they're finding you, like, I'm sure nobody's telling, celebrity is telling you where they live. And somebody said this person was in their house. Some of the male celebrities said the women were in their beds. And that's you know, difficult to deal with. You're a celebrity, you come home and there's a person in your bed thinking that they're your significant other, okay? You know, they find out where you live, get into your home, you know, be in your private life, but they're not really rooted in reality. And there are some people who think their characters on TV is who they really are in life. And you know, they go off of that, and they fall in love or become infatuated with that celebrity persona that's on TV, and then they follow that person home or to the movie set, and you know, something inside of them has broken and has taken them out of reality. I mean, one day you're good and something happens and you snap and you're not good. And in that, you could hurt someone, or you could hurt yourself, uh, or get hurt. Because if you come into my house, it ain't gonna be pretty for you or me. It's gonna be a problem. So, and then if you're a celebrity and somebody comes into your house and you do something to them, then their family is gonna try to sue you. So it's a vicious cycle for them. Uh, you know, everybody wants to be a celebrity, but you have to deal with what comes with being a celebrity. And you have to think about this when I say the person can hurt themselves or they can hurt someone else. Some celebrities have been killed by stalkers, okay? I cannot think of her name, but she was killed by a stalker. Oh, I cannot think of her name. She was a singer. And I can't think of their names right now because that's not really where I was trying to go with this. I was just trying to say that that person has lost reality and, you know, came after these celebrities. So, I mean, really, think about that. One day you're good and the next day you're not. And you do something that is out of left field. And there are various reasons that a mental breakdown can occur and cause somebody to go off the deep end, so to speak. The death of a loved one, financial problems, loss of your job, loss of a baby or miscarriage, or after the birth of a child, postpartum depression, which is a chemical imbalance in your brain that is caused after you have that baby. And you know, like I said, one minute you're fine, the next minute you're not. And every woman that I know that had a baby, they had some form of postpartum depression, myself included. It wasn't bad, but it was there. And then somebody told me something that brought me out of it, and then I used it a couple of months later to bring another friend out of it. It was just a good joke that the person told about having a baby, and I laughed so hard that it kind of shook me out of it. So like I said, laughter is the best medicine. But postpartum depression is real, and it is difficult sometimes to deal with. And so just imagine if that person doesn't snap back from that. There have been cases of women hurting the child that they just had, hurting themselves and the child, or just hurting themselves. So these things are something to take into consideration. And if you see somebody suffering from something like that, you know, try to help them. Fear and stress are reasons that you could have a mental crisis. I have panic attacks when I drive on the freeway. It's not bad. I can talk myself out of it, but it was caused by me having 3 car accidents within 18 months. So these are things that, you know, I know exist and I know how to handle it. but some people can't, okay? So that's fear of driving. It causes me to have panic attacks. Um, a breakup can cause people to snap, that they start following their ex and stalking them, showing up places where they know that they're going to be. And this is not good. And some of these people have killed their spouse based on the fact that they broke up with them. Something in them snapped, and they are not able to handle the breakup. Not concerned with the reason of the breakup, depending on why it was, but they can't handle it, and they do something that they can't help themselves. Their mind has left, and they have killed somebody. Okay, that's not something you want to see happen. And if you feel that that person is not handling the breakup well, then you need to speak up and step in. Okay, these are just a few reasons that could cause someone to lose their grip on reality. Okay, and slip into a mental breakdown or a nervous breakdown, or an emotional breakdown or a mental crisis. Now, I'm not giving medical advice because y'all know I say I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV, but I'm sure I'm trying to help, and I'm sure you can recognize when someone is going through something. And I think sometimes when you see somebody struggling, you just don't want to say nothing for fear that we may insult them or anger them, because the first thing they're going to say is, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. What you talking about? That, I'm just doing this. When they start to make excuses or try to rationalize the stuff that they're doing that is not right, you need to try to be insistent upon helping them. Okay, mental health crisis is a severe flare-up of mental health symptoms that may be triggered by a stressful event, but it can occur without a clear cause. Okay, and I don't know how you would recognize that, but sometimes for no reason people just don't go on. Some things get people down so much so that they can't handle it. And I wonder, like, what makes one person be okay and the next person not be okay. And this is the thing, there's no way to tell who may or may not survive a traumatic event or be able to deal with a traumatic event. What happened to me yesterday could have took a regular person out. And so you go in there, you just try to deal with it. And sometimes dealing with shit gets to be hard, and that's the issue. How do you know what's going to affect one person detrimentally and not the next person? So if someone is experiencing a mental breakdown and is at risk of hurting themselves or others, you may need to seek emergency help. All of the area hospitals do a 24-hour to 48-hour psych hold. So, you can get that person to an emergency room, or so they can get some help. And I would rather be safe than sorry on that. I mean, I'm not saying you say, oh, they acting crazy. I'm saying if they outside running around in the snow and the cold with no clothes on, something ain't right. So you might want to get them some help. That's an obvious one. If you see them taking a knife and maybe playing knife play or something. There are things that you I'm sure when a person really needs help, but the other ones are hard to spot, and you just need to pay close attention. Like my friend that has the episodes. Well, if she was to start talking crazy, I think I would recognize that she's talking crazy. Okay, saying stuff that she ain't never said before, that don't make no sense. That I would think that she need help. And the fact of the matter that her and I are super close, and I think that I could come to her and say, "Hey, babe, you may need to go see somebody because you're having these episodes way too frequently." Not the sadness part, but she does that every couple of months or so. But if she was to start saying things that don't go with her, I would recognize that. So that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, you know when something is wrong with your people, and you can get them some help. Okay. You're watching the Unique Truth Show with Sharjay, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV. It is the coolest station in the world. If you want to say something, have a question, 313-655 355-6018. Man, I almost gave out my phone number. It's hard to say another phone number, okay? You can help someone navigate a mental crisis, health crisis, by encouraging them to talk to a professional. You can contact a hotline or attend a support group. You can encourage treatment. A person experiencing a mental health crisis may benefit from treatment if they are not already in treatment. There are many different types of treatment, including individual, group, or family therapy and medication. The type of treatment that is right for your person will depend on their specific condition and openness and their openness to different types of help. Okay. As a family member or a friend, you can encourage them to get treatment by talking about mental health and treatment openly and avoiding terminology that fosters shame, like "you crazy," something wrong with you. Don't be derogatory towards them. Maybe approaching the subject by asking them if they are okay. Offering to help them find a treatment program, or offering to help them call and find a treatment plan, or going with them to their appointments. Making that person feel at ease and making it easier for them to seek help, or help them by providing transportation or childcare or other forms of help would be very beneficial to them, because they're already going through something. And it is a touchy subject. You don't want to tell somebody, "Hey, I think something's going on with you," when it's just normal blues, the blues. There was a song, "Rainy days and Mondays always get me down." So that's not good either, because what if it rained every day? That means that person is always down. And if that's the case, do you work with that, like, "Oh, it's just the rain," or do you take that person to seek help? So it is kind of hard to figure out, but your people, and you should be able to figure out when they need help. So you encourage them to attend their appointments and take their medication, and you praise their efforts and progress, giving them encouragement and saying, "It's good that you're going. You should continue. It seems like it's helping you. You seem to be in a better frame of mind, since you've been going to therapy." That type of encouragement is good. Okay, and that's how you keep people going, keep them going to their therapy. All right. You create a safe environment. That's other ways that you can help create a safe environment for them. Talk to them about their therapy if they want to talk. Make sure that you're providing a safe space for them to talk about it. And a no judgment zone. Just like my show, it's a no judgment zone. You make sure their basic needs are being met. Support is readily available. You know, it's more difficult when a family member is in crisis to create a safe environment, because that may send you into crisis mode. Like, oh my God, what's going? We got. It's important to stay calm and, uh, you know, treat them like they're okay but not okay, if that makes sense. You know, this is your person. You know, it's not the person that's doing this. It's their state of mind that's doing that. And you can help them through this. You can listen to them. Listening to a person. When you're listening to a person, you need to practice, uh, what do they call it? Effective listening or active listening. That's what it's called. So it lets the person know that you care about what they have to say. When someone is going through a mental crisis, they may also be especially sensitive to your body language and your tone. And like I said, utilize active listening principles. Maintain eye contact if you can, because some people who, when antagonized and in a crisis, may not want you looking at them. You know, what are you looking at? So you have to judge the situation, gauge the situation, figure out how to maneuver through the situation. Display an open and non-defensive posture, like not crossing your arms or taking a defensive stand, keeping your hands open, leaning toward them. Allow the person to speak without interruption and paraphrase what they said. Oh, so I hear you say, you know, maybe not verbatim, but I hear you say this, this, and this. So, and that makes them feel like you heard what they were saying. And if you didn't understand what they were saying, ask for clarification if needed, okay? Offer help and support. After you listen to the person and really listen to the person, because we do that, especially like in an argument or something, you're waiting, you're not really actively listening, you're waiting to talk. And, you know, that's not how you're supposed to do that. You have to listen. But ask them to tell you what would be most helpful right now. What do they need? You know, what can I do to make this better for you? That, I think right there, that can diffuse a whole lot of situations. What do you need me to do to help you right now? You can start a conversation with, it seems like you're having a very hard time. How can I help? Or if you ever feel like life is getting to be too much, I'm here for you. And sometimes they may be unsure of what they need. So you might suggest different options, like offering to take responsibilities off their plate, like laundry or cooking, giving them a break from something that they find hard to do right now. Doing an activity together, like taking a walk or watching a movie. Sometimes spending time with people is one of the biggest things that you can do. We're coming off of pandemic when everybody was alone and separated, and people, a lot of people went through some mental issues, some mental crisis during pandemic. I spent a whole lot of time alone. I got through my alone time by, well, talking with friends. You couldn't go anywhere. I watched a lot of baby videos and animal videos. I think they're funny. I like them, so that's what I did, and that's how I got through it. A lot of my younger friends had babies, and they posted so many pictures, and that's how I got through pandemic. That was a trying time, and a lot of people had mental crises during those times, and they're just now saying that they did. You know, nobody knew that, okay, I was over there alone. Well, they knew I was alone, but that I was not necessarily in crisis, but in, I guess, not depressed, but sad a little bit. You know, you're stuck. I was stuck in the house and nobody was there. I have a caller. Hello? 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 So when we get that taken care of, because I've said, hello?
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. I wanted to say I know that one of the stars that you were talking about were killed by a fan was Selena. I can't remember her
Right,
last name, but I know she was a
right.
Mexican star, Selena. She was also killed by the her fan president. But again, touching on another subject which we're talking about is mental health and mental illness. This is good. This is good because people need to hear this and need to know because a lot of people don't know how to approach and what to say when a person is going through the stages that they're going through. You
That's
know,
true.
you look at them, you know something wrong, and you're like, if I say this, what's going to happen now?
Right,
What's
right.
next? Or and you're correct. So I love this information that you're sharing with us.
Thank you.
And also, I would like to say also too, now what about when you have a person that you know something is wrong or and you say, well, what's wrong? And they don't want to talk about it. What's next?
Well, I think if they continue, that you may have to step up and say, hey, something ain't right. And if you don't want to talk to me, you may want to find somebody to talk to. That's not me. But something is not right. And that's not being defensive towards them or attacking them. That's just trying to get them some help. Because if it goes on for so long, as the person that's in their life, spouse, friend, mother, so something is not right. And I think you have to be insistent on telling them that you need to talk to somebody. I can find you somebody, we can look together. I think that's how to handle that.
This is good advice because it's needed. I know people, and I know a family. I know that they have someone in their family that's going through, and the person don't think nothing is wrong with them.
Wow.
And when they approach them or if they say anything to them, they're offended. They go into this defensive mode, and and they feel like ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm misunderstood.
Mm. Yeah, and that situation, like I said, I don't know if their mother or somebody that they feel authoritative can talk to them, like their older aunt or their older sister. Somebody could probably try to get them, some help. Because that's not right. You're right. They think nothing's wrong, but y'all know something is, or they know something is.
Right. Well, I'm just saying I love you, sir. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for calling. It was good to talk to you, and I hope that I've helped you.
Yes, and I hope whatever you're going through, God bless you and things will get better.
Thank you. Thanks for calling.
Bye bye.
So, like I was saying, and I appreciate that caller, because what do you do when that person doesn't want the help that you're offering them? I think you have to be a little bit insistent upon getting them the help that they need, because they say, oh, that they're just misunderstood. Like I said, a little bit more persistence may find somebody whose opinion that they value, that they will listen to in that family, and maybe that will get them to the treatment that they need, because it's not going to get any better. It's only going to be worse. Other ways you can help them, like I said, is helping them do some of the things that they need to do that they just can't handle right now. Helping with child care or other caregiving responsibilities, because some people have to care for their parents, their aging parents, or their siblings. I know a young lady that cares for her sibling who is disabled, and it does start to wear on her, and her daughters and her kids take one will watch the sibling while the other takes their mom out for evening out or a movie, because this is a responsibility that she has. And no, she doesn't have to didn't have to take it on, but it's her brother. She could put him somewhere, but that's her brother and she doesn't want to. So that's something that may start to wear on a person. They're just overwhelmed with their life responsibilities. Sometimes you can help that person by coordinating their treatment and their appointments and helping them go get their medicine. Going to pick it up for them to make sure that they have it. Spending time with them as well may help. So, and there are many places to seek help for yourself, if needed, or for a loved one. You know, sometimes we recognize that we are not doing well, and you need to seek help. And if I ever get to a point where I can't handle the things that are going on, I will seek help. I will find somebody to talk to if talking to my friends don't get it. I will do that. So I will seek help. It's not that bad, but it was devastating to me. The thing of it is, when you're trying to do something in life and you just keep hitting a brick down wall, it starts to frustrate you. And it's like everything you try is like, damn, that didn't work. And damn, that didn't work. And you get tired of that shit. And I'm going to say this. Everybody that I know that's trying to do something, they running into them brick down walls and they tired of that shit too. However, if I wasn't trying to do something, then I wouldn't give a shit about what's going on. I'd just be sitting at the house, watching TV, not doing nothing. Which goes back to I think it was last week I talked about, no, week before that. If you ain't doing nothing, then shit gonna stay the same. And I'm trying to do something, I'm just running into damn problems. And I get tired of that. And yesterday's problem was a big setback and it really messed me up. But I'm okay. And I think I have a solution. But when I saw what I saw, I was like, damn, this cannot be happening again. That's the issue. No, I'm not devastated. No, I'm not going to go home and kill myself and nothing like that. But I was jacked up over it. And today I think I have a solution. It's not fixed, but I think I have a solution. And as long as that works, I'm good. So, yeah, not okay yet, but I'm going to be okay. Because I don't want y'all thinking, what's going on with her? So let me tell you what's going on. Trying to do stuff, trying to achieve, trying to accomplish, and running into a brick wall. But like I said, everybody that I know that's trying to do something, they tired too. And after a while, it does start to weigh on you. And that's what it was, okay? I appreciate the caller saying she prays that it works out for me. Because I do too, okay? So I was saying that during pandemic, it was kind of hard on me and everybody else that I know. But, we got through it. Like I said, I watched baby videos and pictures of my friends' kids. And cute kids always make you smile and laugh. They do silly stuff. They say silly things. And that's how I got through pandemic. But it was difficult because I was at the house by myself, Didn't see my kids, couldn't see the grandkids. I like spending time with my grandkids and my kids, with the family all over and us just laughing and talking and, joking around. I didn't have that for over 2 years, okay? That's what what I was saying. It was hard, and it was hard on everybody. And you do that and try to. Some people didn't snap out of that. I know a couple of people that did not snap out of that. And things affect different people differently. You're watching Wjzz Cool TV live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. Thank you for watching. Like us, follow us, share us, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV. It's the coolest station in the world, okay? As always, we pass out food at the church. 600 East Warren, it's Plymouth United, it's Reverend Hood's church. I say get there by 11 o'clock because when I pull up at 10:45, it is a line. We always have good stuff to give out. Last time there was an abundance of meat. We don't always have that. We don't always have the same thing. But we're there. We're there every Sunday. Every Sunday passing out the food, okay? So please come get it. Somebody did come last week this past Sunday that heard it here. So I appreciate you coming. That's not the first time, but this person spoke up and was like, hey, I knew they were glad to meet me in person. Not that I'm all that, but they were glad that I told them about it. If you have community announcements that you want me to pass on, please feel free to reach out. You can message me on my Unique Truth Facebook page. I will gladly pass it along. I try to help people and get them information that they could use to get things that they may not have or that they may need. I did tell you last week about the Habitat for Humanity refrigerator. It's habitatrefrigerator.org. Now, last week I checked and got the website to come up. I tried to check it before I passed it out today. The website wouldn't open. It was buffering. And so I don't know if it's still active, but you can check it out for yourself. You have to be a DTE customer. There were some other stipulations like income. They had income guidelines. You also have to give them a refrigerator that is older than, has to be manufactured before December 2013, so 10 years old. Refrigerator has to be 10 years old. You can't say, oh, well, mine was made January. No, because when you put it in, the number, because I tried to put mine in. Mine was manufactured in February of 2014. Nope, couldn't do it because I need a new refrigerator too. But anyway, I tried. So when you put it in, it's going to kick it right back out if it's not old enough, okay? So, but like I said, I tried to check to make sure that it was still active today, but it did not open up. It was buffering. So before make sure you check. I want to try to give y'all accurate information, all right? So, if you want to be a guest on my show, reach out as well on my Unique Truth page. And if you want to be a guest, or if you want to sponsor or advertise with us, not just on my show, or any of the shows on Wjzz Cool TV, we are here for that. You can reach out to me, or you can reach out to the Wjzz page, Wjzz Cool TV page. We'd be glad to hook you up with some advertising. You can sponsor, whatever. We open over here. So any of that you want to do, like I said, I'm always looking for interesting guests, and yeah, because I'm trying to get, if you got something you want us to know, come on. The first one is free. The first one is free. They're all free, but that's a joke. Like, y'all know what that's from. The first one is free to get you hooked, okay? So, reach out. Anything you want to say, talk about, you can always reach out. Don't forget, we have the Wjzz Cool TV book club. If you want to send books, you can send them to Wjzz Cool TV, 5470 Shane, Detroit, Michigan. I can't think of the zip code, but you can look it up, and send your books. If you want them back, send postage paid envelope, and I will send them back to you. If not, they just go into the WJZZ library, and we will have them here, and they'll be here. So for people to look at and read, we can help you by getting your book out there as best that we can. All right. So that is really going to do it for me. I thank you so much for joining me. Y'all know I appreciate you for being here. I really do. I do this for y'all. That's what I did also during pandemic. I did the Facebook Lives, and that got me through it a little bit. But I did that for y'all, some entertainment for y'all. All right? So, I appreciate you for being here. I want you to enjoy the rest of your night. And don't forget, I'm here every week. Every Tuesday. I used to be on Wednesday. I'm here every Tuesday at 8 p.m. All right? Have a good night, y'all. And play. pose.
John, we get ready to come in.
Okay.
You're gonna sit.
Got less than a minute.
All right. Okay, come on, sit right there.
Right here.
Right there.